Hi, it's me again. I want to share with you a key concept that's been a real driver for my leadership as bishop in the Diocese of Chicago, and it came from our friend Eric Arnson, whom you have met by now. A couple of years ago, I went to Eric and asked him, out of all of his work, the insights he had gleaned in looking at key leadership in transformational churches, what's the most important thing I could be doing, I asked him, now that I've been bishop for a couple of years. And Eric said, oh, I have to pray about that, and did, and came back with three things. That's typical. Eric said to me, number one, reinvent your role publicly and thoughtfully as CSO. You are the CSO of the diocese, the Chief Spirituality Officer of the diocese. Nothing's more important. Keep our noses in spiritual growth all the time. Gather leaders together around that central matter. That's your role. You're the CSO. Nothing should interfere with that. Number two, he said, change 30% of everything. Why? I said. Because he said, we got to make change a positive value, and change injects energy into the system. I said, well, it also injects anxiety. And he said, well, yeah, without appropriate anxiety, nothing happens. And number three, and this is the one I've chewed on hardest, I think, is do far fewer things, he said, better. Focus. We can't do everything. We've got to decide what we're really good at and then really focus on it. So CSO, Chief Spirituality Officer, make change a positive value, and three, focus. Those are guiding principles that have and continue to shape the way I think about my leadership in the church. I commend them to you, especially that notion of CSO. The Chief Spirituality Officer, whether of a congregation or a diocese or another kind of institution, I think is the central work of leadership. Our job is to set the tone, to make clear what the top priorities are, to keep us focused, in a word, to keep us focused on Christ. Let nothing interfere. Let nothing divert us from our complete and total attention on following the Lord Jesus Christ as faithful witnesses of his resurrection in this world. So remember what it felt like. Those of you who have assumed and accepted the role of leadership in the church, remember what it felt like, what first called to you, whether you're ordained or not. I'll bet it was some aspect of being a spirituality officer, of pointing faithfully to the mystery of the resurrection in your life and in the lives of men and women and children in this world all around us. I commend these 3 points to you too, among many others that are being commended to you, I know, in this conversation, but I'm happy to share it. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate your counsel and your coaching and your friendship. Bye.